Hello and welcome to Stamping by Hannah and to the Pootlers blog hop. This is a series of videos and blog posts all made by members of the Pootlers Stampin' Up team, headed by Pootlers herself, the lovely Sam Donald. So this is my contribution to the blog hop. If you go and check out the link below, I've got a whole blog post using the Painted Petals stamp set from the Spring Summer catalogue from Stampin' Up, and I thought I would demonstrate this one for you as a little bit of an alternative look. So this version uses Blackberry Bliss, and the version I'm going to show you today uses hopefully Lost Lagoon. I haven't tried the technique with this colour, so we will see how it goes. So I've got a piece of Lost Lagoon cardstock that was a piece of A4 cut in half long ways to make our card base. And then I've also got a piece of Stampin' Up watercolour paper, which is cut to the size of my card front. I've got to say, this is the best quality watercolour paper I've ever used to card make with. When I first started card making, I bought a pack, like a book of watercolour paper, and every single technique I've ever tried and it doesn't work. But this, it's less like paper and more like card, and it's fabulous. So I've got 3 colours of ink today as well. I've got Lost Lagoon, Pear Pizzazz and Melon Mambo for you. I'll just pop those back up there to the top. And we're going to stamp first in our Lost Lagoon colour. So I have selected 4 stamps for this card. I've got, I'll get the box back out, this row of dots, this stamp here with these flower heads on, the thank you and these stems. And we're going to use the dotty one and that floral image first with our Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to ink up my flowers, which I can't see as ink at all because I've used this stamp set so much now it's dyed a kind of Blackberry Bliss colour. So stamp those down on there, and then I'm going to ink up my dots, and I'm going to make a row of dots just along the bottom. So get rid of my ink pads and my stamps, and I've got a stamping spritzer that I've labelled with a W on the top for water, and I'm just going to spritz quite closely just near where I have stamped. And I don't want to move this around too much because the water will kind of move the ink across the watercolour paper. And I've got my heat tool here, so turn your volume down, it's going to get a bit loud, just to dry this off with. So now that's dry, you can see that I have got a kind of watercoloured halo around those images. I've got to say the Blackberry Bliss colour worked a little bit better, but I do like this look. So I've now got my Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to ink up the stems and leaves of the flowers. And stamp. You could continue to do the water spritzing technique with all of the components of this card. I'm just going to leave it at the flowers because I'd like some crisp sections. And I'm actually going to just jazz this card up a bit compared with this one. I stamped the thank you on this one here with Mossy Meadow. I'm going to use Melon Mambo today, and I'm going to stamp it on another piece of watercolour paper. Okay. Just like that. And I'm going to spritz it just across rather than directly. So I'm going to hold my, move that out of the way, just to soften it a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to dry this with my heat gun. Okay, so now that's dry, I've got my, 1 3/8 of an inch circle punch. I'm just going to punch that out of there. So I've got my 1 3/4 inch scallop circle punch and my piece of Melon Mambo cardstock. And a brand new packet of dimensionals. You get 300 dimensionals in a pack. I think it's fantastic. I would say that though, wouldn't I, really? Right. Dimensional on the back. And then onto that scallop circle. And then another dimensional on the back of my scallop circle. And onto my card. I'm just going to pop my watercolour piece onto the front of my card base with some fast fuse. Oh, got to flick. And get it square. There we are. That is watercolour stamping with the Painted Petals stamp set from Stampin' Up. I hope you enjoy the blog hop. If you go to if you're here on YouTube, you click the link to my blog post and then follow the links at the bottom of the blog post to the next person in the hop. I have no idea who that is at the moment. I haven't got the list, so I'm sure their project is wonderful. And I will hope to see you again really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.